What is going on, folks? Wicked Gamer here. How are my gamers out there? We have got a match for you today, a set of matches actually. We have got myself versus TST TheMudMan. This is the Superb Owl tournament. This is the first set of matches that just started. I have chosen Aggro Hidden Deception. Mudman, as we will see coming up here, has chosen Control War. I felt like coming out, hopefully I had an advantage, but as all of you know, TST TheMudMan is quite the gamer indeed. He has his own YouTube channel, which tells us what to play for the weekend and how to play it. So dude definitely knows what he is doing. Coming out, definitely I had the nerves going on, so was hoping I would make the right choices right away. Definitely was happy to see both those Switch duelists come out, so I popped both of those at once, try and give me that board advantage with them being hidden as well. Yeah, definitely nerves going right now playing against the Mudman. First time I've ever played against him. So wasn't sure what would come out. And with the God Power, I figured it had to be Control. But you never know with the way people play at different styles and all that. So little bit of indecision here. Felt like I should go with the Armor Lurker. But then had a second thought and thought, no, I better throw the Phase Crawler out if I... get the buff that buffs me down one on the health. I can't think of the card right now, but it didn't end up being relevant anyways. But yeah, so I went with the Phase Crawler. Thought I may lose one, hoping I didn't lose two. I did not, so was able to get some more action in the face on here. Figured I'd get rid of that so he has no board presence. Hope he doesn't have anything that can clear me out or take both out. That was the hope there. The hope didn't last. He cleared me out there, so... yeah, everything gone there. I had to kind of reset. I had planned on putting Feral Shapeshifter out anyways. So I went ahead and still popped that out there since I have that hidden ability. I was able to chip him down pretty well with what I had on board initially. So I was pretty happy with that. Great top deck to have that out so I could steal that back, take some of that, and give it right back to his face. And get rid of it all at the same time. Wasn't really sure what I was thinking here. I probably could have held off maybe a little bit with that choice, but I went ahead and got the that from the Sanctum and just kind of rolled with it. Didn't look like he had too much in hand right there. With me being hidden, he didn't have too much of a choice or anything to really hit. So yeah, great, another great top deck. I was able to buff there, get right at him, hide it again, and send it back, hoping I could finish it this round. For me, any control type of deck you want to try and, especially playing Aggro War, you want to try and get it over by turn 5, turn 6. We're already pretty deep for me playing a control war deck or a control aggro deck to be getting into these rounds. So yeah, definitely wanted to get it over with as soon as I could. That was definitely a threat, that Tavern Brawler on there, so I wanted to get rid of that. And then Surprise Delivery was kind of the perfect drop for how low he was to hopefully finish him if they couldn't find a way to heal. That could have hurt a round earlier in our matches that will make an appearance later on that will end up hurting me quite badly. A great card. Muse actually was trying to make it OP in the meta again a while back. So yeah, great card. I wish I honestly would have thought about maybe playing Control War and throwing that in there, but I wanted to go aggro and try and just get at him real fast. Here it looked like he was running out of options. And I got the succeed. Actually, it was probably the barrels that killed him. I don't know if he quit before that, but yeah. Great startup for me. Great first match. Honestly, really exciting for me. Being able to come out the gate pretty strong. So I was pretty happy about that. Prepping for the second match, I knew I was going to play Control War. Excuse me, Aggro War. I had debated on playing Aggro War or the Deception first, but kind of felt like Deception was the way to go with the hidden, and it definitely was the right choice. Fairly confident going into the second round, but I was not sure. I get to play a little bit more of a funded deck on the on my Aggro War that I usually run, so this was kind of a change for me. I definitely appreciate the people who grind the free-to-play that they're playing with the budget decks and are able to advance up into Mythic and even those, gold and diamond levels, because, man, I had a rough time with the budget decks, and I kind of was committed and wanted to start getting some cards for my collection anyways, and kind of focused on War, and have built a pretty cool deck. But this was kind of a humbler to get back to the starting of GU for me. And a humbler playing Mudman. So, Light, I kind of knew I was in trouble. Light, after seeing I played aggro the first match, I kind of figured Mudman would know that I was going for aggro again, or have a very good hunch. So I think it was definitely a wise choice by Mudman to choose the aggro Light deck that he chose. I'd honestly contemplated using a aggro Light deck, so it possibly could have been somewhat of a mirror match. But man, yeah, he came out strong. I did not quite have the startup that I really wanted. I probably could have turned another card, I believe, maybe even two, but I did not. So yeah, you get the right cards for Light, and you're able to buff your board up quick. You'll get an advantage. And I definitely made mistakes in this match where I should have cleared for right here. For example, I think I would have lasted longer being an aggro match if I would have took away some of his board ability, and I did not, which I think was definitely a fatal mistake for me in this match. Not given any tell. Kind of confused on what to do here because he had so much board presence and my hand did not really suit me, and then that came out, and I knew I was in trouble right there. I knew I was in trouble. Yeah. Kind of hoping he would maybe focus on that, not really anticipating what Mudman had in hand. But he definitely had some awesome buffs that he was able to get in hand, and wrecked me like the Mudman that I watch when he streams. So yeah, it was still a great match, because for me these are learning lessons. And I appreciate every learning lesson that I get because it makes me smarter. Hopefully. Hopefully. Yeah, he did focus on that, but it was honestly, yeah, too much, too little, too late. He had too much on board and too much power there for me to really do much. So, yeah. With the front line coming out and still having some protected on there, it was kind of a tough choice on what I needed to do. I was so far behind here, it was just really tough. Possibly could have cleared the protected there. But like I said, either way, it was I was so far behind there, it was pretty tough. And then out comes the Radiant Dawn. Beautiful card, beautiful timing. That pretty much sealed the deal for me in this match. So I honestly was kind of already focusing on the next match since that was my do or die. Still in the match, but yeah, just not as good at card draws, and the matchup was just not good, you know, having aggro light against aggro war. And I'm sure I made mistakes in this, being so far behind. But beautiful draws by MudMan, so I can't, you know, I can't say anything. Taking my guy out just to be sure that I don't have anything else in there, which was smart. I mean, yeah, I wasn't running anything that would clear his board in any way anyways, but sealing the deal there for sure. Probably could have threw Orcish Elite out there and maybe tried to clear one, but I just, yeah, kind of knew I was done there, so just kind of threw that out and let him have it. Yeah, good game, good second game. Definitely got his vengeance for losing the first match. I think maybe he was a little bit surprised being how low ranked I was in this in the rankings on this. To come out somewhat strong and, you know, kind of a good, you know, matchup for me. So we went back with Aggro War. I'm not sure if he would. I mean, I kind of figured he would go back to the Control War. You have to win with two gods. It doesn't say that you have to play with the same two gods, I don't think so. Wasn't sure if maybe he would mix it up or just go back to Control War, which we will see that he did. He went back to Control War, so it was a Control War versus Aggro War matchup. And honestly, I usually do fairly well in Control War versus Aggro War matchups. But as stated earlier, I usually have a little bit better card advantage where I have some board clear as well as I'm hitting face. So yeah, still a great third match. We'll be getting into it here soon. The pause is MudMan and I just communicating on the third match. We were good to go, so we were just jumping into the third match here. Yeah, for me, as we're getting into the third match, this was, I think, honestly, the first match or first tournament that I've ever played as far as GU, Infinite Mana. I don't think it's Infinite Mana, excuse me. This was hosted by Fake Muse and his winnings from his tournament, which is extremely awesome. So that was definitely appreciated that he's putting that out there for the community. The Gods Unchained community is the best. So I definitely appreciate, you know, all the love that I've been shown, you know, from fellow streamers and fellow players in the community, and being able to participate in the tournament. It was great for me. Yeah, coming out, I was hoping to get a face advantage right away. Unfortunately, we will see that he did have an answer for my buff up. And he took his time a little bit. Well, I felt like he took his time a little bit, but he didn't really. He was just thinking his hand out. But he took away my good hit there, so tried to continue the barrage, knowing he was most likely playing the control war deck again. And I just needed to get ahead of him, try and get at him by 5, 5.5, 6, and get it finished. We don't have a hidden ability, so like we did with the first deck, so this one was going to be a little bit more challenging for sure. He had some awesome draws once again. First match I had awesome draws. Second match it seems like he definitely got some good draws and played awesome plays. He's a smart player, so yeah, right there I probably should have cleared that, given myself maybe a little bit more time, but with the thinking of, I know I'm against an aggro ward or a control war deck, I need to get at face as much as possible. May have hurt me a little bit in this match, but I thought maybe I still had a little bit of an advantage here, so I just kind of kept pressing along. That I was not expecting. I should, knowing I play control war as well, I should have known that that was going to be an option. Being able to buff that up to the 4 or to the 3 health, the 3/3, and being able to clear my board, I was not expecting that. I was hoping to be able to have at least one player on board so I could hit face and then pop my white fur. That was unfortunately not the case. So a little bit of a misplay there for me, just kind of not expecting that or hoping that wasn't in hand and an option, but unfortunately it was. Here I knew I was in a little bit of trouble. 1 card in my hand, 4 in his. He has definitely options. We're at 5 mana now. He's got pips. So he definitely has a lot of plays. I mean, he can't buff anything up to 6, but he's got a lot of plays. He can play cards and pip into something else. So yeah, was that the advantage to take me out there? And we were hurting a little bit more. God Blitz gave me a little bit of hope there, you know, getting him down a little bit further. Here I made a crucial mistake. I went too fast. I didn't pay attention to what was in the sanctum, and you'll even see me point it out to myself. What an idiot. I left that in the sanctum. He already had enough to get it, so that was probably a fatal mistake there. I had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 next turn. And I probably could have God powered him down the next 2 turns possibly, or 3, and ended it. But I did not. I made a very crucial mistake there, and there was probably a chance there that I could have won that. But yeah, great playing by MudMan, and me making a crucial error there pretty much sealed the deal for me. The tides will very much turn here moving forward, because as I stated, that damn card right there, that Minotaur Phalanx really hurt me, and I should have known it was coming. Yeah, just a bad move by me. I probably could have had him lower and God powered the next 2 hands, and it would have been end game and moving on. But as I stated, first tournament, still, you know, feeling out, you know, how definitely these more elite players play. And so it was a great tournament for me. Great chance for me to play and experience, especially first round right away of playing a boss of a player. when he healed there, that kind of sealed the deal right there. I probably could have outlasted maybe a couple more turns, but being able to get that heal and buff back up and heal his god, that I was just grasping at straws from there on out. Trying to just god power, get out what I could, see if maybe something lives, and throw another round out. But that, you know, he just had too much power, too many cards in his hand. So yeah, with the God Blitz on that, he had everything he needed. Last final attempt, I don't even know why I threw that out. I probably could have just ended it, but definitely, I don't like to quit. So definitely thumbs up to MudMan. It was a great series for me. 3 matches. I wasn't expecting to make the 3 matches. So I really appreciated being able to stretch it out a little bit, participate in the tournament. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope everyone enjoyed watching the matches, and have a great day.